What's going on, everyone? Chris from the Blu-ray Critic, and today we're going to take a closer look at Interstellar making its 4K debut, another great one by Christopher Nolan. And yeah, I'm quite happy, man, that Nolan's films are getting the treatment it deserves for its 4K releases. And yeah, this is just another decent one to pick up, especially if you're a fan of the Nolan films. And there's that big box set that's coming out too, with all the films, basically all his films, like the Dark Knight trilogy, Inception included, and of course the new one, Dunkirk, which I already reviewed on my channel. But man, this looks really, really great. I was actually quite impressed how the IMAX sequences looked on 4K. There's just a great amount of detail, and just the black levels really pop. So it is going to fluctuate between the wide aspect ratio and the IMAX sequences. But when it goes into the wide aspect ratio, there's a bit of softness to the image because it's shot on film. And Christopher Nolan is one of the rare directors, along with Quentin Tarantino, that they still like to shoot movies on film rather than digital, and I really appreciate that. And there's nothing that beats the look and feel of actual film. But yeah, once the IMAX sequences kick in, it's rather sharp, and I mean it is really sharp, and it's nicely detailed. You can basically see every nook and cranny on the face. I mean, that's how clear it looks. So I'm going to rate the IMAX sequences for Interstellar a 5 out of a 5. And I'm going to rate the regular presentation, when it goes back to the widescreen image, I'm going to rate that portion of the film a 4.5 out of a 5. But overall, I highly recommend this release on 4K. And man, that sequence, that IMAX portion of the film with the wave coming in, is just jaw-droppingly great on 4K. Great amount of detail, and the colors really pop. So yeah, the HDR helps quite a bit for that portion of the film. But throughout the whole movie itself, it looks really nice for the IMAX sequences. So yeah, this set also includes the regular Blu-rays that came out a couple years back. And yeah, so this features the DTS 5.1 mix, which is a pretty solid track, man. And I like how Christopher Nolan not only pays attention to every single detail, every frame of his movie, but also the audio track as well. And this definitely delivers. So yeah, 5 out of a 5 for the audio mix. And what I love about Christopher Nolan's films is how different they are from one film to the next. Like, he does this film, a sci-fi film with Interstellar, then he does Inception, then he does an action-adventure film with the Batman trilogy, and then he goes out and does a whole different subject matter with the World War II epic Dunkirk, man. Just a true master filmmaker. So anyway, if you still haven't upgraded to 4K, these are the type of films that should definitely get you on a 4K bandwagon. This looks really nice, along with Blade Runner and Dunkirk. These are demo material releases. And by the way, Interstellar is a true 4K release, not a 2K upscale, so that's always appreciated. So anyway, that is Interstellar, man, making its 4K debut. Thanks for taking a look, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.